welcome you back to the channel. In today's episode of Request a Recipe with Japfir, we are traveling all the way to the state of Perak in Malaysia to make this beautiful chicken curry. It's called the Curry Ayam Kapitan. Sounds very interesting, it's really simple to do. Let's get cooking. Before we board our flight to Malaysia, I personally wanted to thank all of you for your love and support in making this channel grow. Your comments and requests really keep me going. In fact, today's recipe has been requested by 4 people. There's Ms. Patricia Stephens, a nurse from Ernakulam. There's Mr. Rajat Mitra, a art collector from Hyderabad. There's Samit Mangotra, my school buddy from Gurgaon. And there's Mr. Rajan Vadera, my esteemed guest from Doubletree by Hilton. Guys, thank you so much. I'm sure you'll love this recipe today. I'm beginning the recipe with a bowl full of chicken thighs and chicken drumsticks which still have the bone in them. The bones are going to add flavor. To this, I'm going to add in some seasoning, little bit of salt and a little bit of turmeric. And in this, just a little bit of coconut oil. Now give it all a nice stir, mix all the spices in and let this marinate for about half an hour to 1 hour. We'll start by preparing the chili paste by separating the seeds of these dry red chilies from the flesh. The flesh will be used for color and flavor, and the seeds will be discarded because that's spicy. The chili skins are then soaked in hot water and allowed to rest for about 15 minutes. Here you go, this is our flavor board and this will be used to bake our curry paste. To prepare our spice paste, I'm going to start blending in these chilies with the water. That will just help make the entire puree. And then I'm going to add in some cashew nuts. Now if you have macadamia nuts, those really would add better flavor. I'm just adding a few cashew nuts. And then come our chilies, the ginger and the garlic, and blend this together. Guys, our chicken is marinated, good job. And then we've also got this wicked looking paste. It looks surprisingly spicy, and it is, but trust me, as you start cooking it down, the spices mellow down. Talking about cooking, you could use a pressure cooker to do this at home, which is a very desi style, nothing wrong with it. You could use a casserole, you could use a kadhai, which I'm going to use. But if you have wok, nothing like it, you can cook this on wok too, whichever way. But the spices are going to get toned down as we start cooking. I'm going to start by heating some oil in my kadhai. And once that's hot, adding my chili paste with the spices in it. I'm going to gently cook this. The paste has a considerable amount of moisture in it, so it's going to splatter. Now I don't want to spend the afternoon cleaning the walls of my kitchen, so I'm going to cover it with a lid and let it simmer. So after about 5 minutes, this is what our paste looks like. No, this is not a makhni, we're not making butter chicken. To just prove that, I'm going to add in my lemongrass. You can cut that and put that into big pieces like so. And there's also some lemon leaves, kaffir lime leaves that I'm going to add in to give it that lightness. And we're going to cook this a little bit more. Stir that in. Slowly you'll see the oil emerging, and that means that the paste is very well cooked. At this point, I'm going to add in a little bit of this. This is shrimp paste. This is something very quintessentially Asian. This is added to give more coastal touch to this curry. Stir that in, let the shrimp paste just melt away. You want to be very careful using shrimp paste. Just a little bit goes a long way. After about 10 minutes, you can see our paste has become quite a reduction. Now I'm going to add in the chicken, the marinated chicken. This goes in, and this is just going to be tossed around with all the paste that we've cooked. Gently just toss it all over. Make sure the chicken at the bottom comes to the top and the ones at the top go to the bottom. our wicked spice paste has transferred its wickedness onto the chicken. The chicken also looks damn wicked. At this point, I'm going to add in the coconut milk. This is going to obviously help cook the rest of the chicken. And we're going to start simmering this very gently so that the liquid absorbs all the flavor from the chicken. Just let this simmer away gently. And just to trap all the flavors, I'm going to cover with a lid. Now while our chicken is getting cooked, I thought I should share you a little story about this dish. Perak is the region from where this dish comes, and Perakian people are the people who moved from China to Malaysia during the 15th century. Over the years, obviously the food got intermingled and a new cuisine came about. That's called the Nonya cuisine. I'm not too sure about the pronunciation of Nonya, but I'm damn sure about the spelling. Do check it out here. So Perakian cuisine, Nonya cuisine, yo favorite. The Westerners came in, the Britishers in the early 19th century, and the food underwent a little bit of change again. The curries became a little thicker to their taste and a little less spicier. That's how this chicken curry captain, the one that we're making today, came about. After about 20 minutes of slow, gentle simmering, I can see that the chicken is really well cooked. There's a lot of the flavor coming through, and this just looks really good. Once our curry is ready, I'm going to squeeze in just a little bit of lemon juice. This will add a nice level of acidity and make the entire dish come alive.
Our curry is looking beautiful, it's smelling absolutely gorgeous. I don't want to cook it anymore at all. Our Ayam Curry Kapitan is ready to be served.
There you go, boys and girls. This is my bowl of Ayam Curry Kapitan, one of Malaysia's simplest yet tastiest chicken curries. Have it with steamed rice, have it with the lachha paratha, or have it with the roti karai, whatever you fancy. But don't forget the Kapitan. I'm going to be back again next week with another interesting recipe. Until then, keep smiling, keep cooking good food, because good food is good mood. Bye bye.